Okay, this is Kitchen Curriculum 2. My name is Chris Freeman. I'm running for school board. And I've decided to make a series of video casts so you understand where I come from on a number of the key issues that you want to be thinking about as we go into the April 2nd election for school board. And one of the things that really concerns me is the culture on the school board. And my basic opinion is this. If you're reading about your school board in the newspaper, that means that there's a problem. Because really the school board should not be getting in the way of education, teachers, and of the curriculum. But sometimes it seems like our school board is. And I think the problem, it's really an ego problem. There's a lot of people in the school board that have some strong opinions, and that's great for beginning healthy debate. But egos can also get in the way when it comes to the more important aspects of policy development, and that's listening. It doesn't appear that our school board members listen to each other. And when I think about what I can maybe bring to the table on the culture of school board is that I'm a good listener. And one of the ways in which I try to check my own ego when I think about how I create my voice in matters of educational policy, I just want to make sure that we have our values and our ethics in the right place. I like to think about the big picture. And that really is the best way to get the egos out of our school board, is by making sure that all the members of the school board, that all their decision-making processes, all their policy development, make sure it all coincides with the mission statement of the Menominee School District. And it's a beautiful one too. So in the Menominee School District, we're dedicated to creating lifelong learners. And that's beautiful. We're also dedicated to making caring individuals. And that's incredibly important. And we're also dedicated to creating good citizens. And if you think about it, learning and caring and citizenship, they all kind of go hand in hand in terms of creating an outcome that we can all be really proud of. So one thing that I've done is I've taken a pledge to make sure that everybody knows that every part of my decision or any part of any future negotiation or any way in which I'm going to think about how I might contribute to making policy, that every aspect of that will be put through the litmus test of whether or not that policy or that decision, whether it stands up to our values. And I think if we take that kind of value-driven approach to understanding how the school board should operate, then suddenly our egos fall away. And sometimes so do our special interests too. Because on the school board, we can't have special interests. We have to make sure that we're creating the type of education where all of our kids' special gifts can be realized. And in that standpoint, we want to make sure that we're creating the environment where we can foster that type of development. So when you think about who you're voting for on April 2nd, I think how you approach this idea of how the individuals are going to serve and create a culture of the school board that's based on those educational values, I think that's really important. And I think it's also important that we bring to the table ways in which that we can kind of get the ego out of the way in which that policies and decision-making processes operate on the school board. Because egos should not be part of the discussion. Valuing the fact that our children are going to become lifelong learners, that they're going to become caring individuals, and that they're going to become good citizens. That's what really needs to be put front and center. So, Chris Freeman, I'm running for school board. I hope you'll consider me for your votes on April 2nd. And that's how I think about how we can fix the culture, the broken culture on the Menominee School Board. Thank you.